time back, we had talked about a lotus that you see in many temples. The lotus having 7, 13 or 29 petals, and we had also discussed how difficult it is to make a circle with 7, 13 or 29 equal parts, because a circle is not divisible, or 360-degree is not divisible by either 7, 13 or 29. We had also discussed the purpose of the sculptor, one of the purposes of the sculptor, to make such a difficult design. And we had asked our viewers to suggest some methods of doing it, because there are methods to do it. It is possible, and not only that, these methods are easy for some particular reason. Some of the viewers have tried, and some of them have not only come up with the correct method, they have come up with couple of correct methods. So that is what we will see in today's episode. What we learn in geometry or mathematics is basically Western in nature, and all of us walk on that same pathway or the highway. Many a times you see that approaching a destination through the highway is difficult, but nobody realizes it because we have got so much used to the highway. Another method, another way of looking at the same situation yields easy and multiple rewards. But for that, not only have we got to keep our mind open, we also got to learn in interdisciplinary way. There are two types of interdisciplinary ways. One is learning a subject through another subject, that is learning geometry through history, science through geometry, or biology through physics, and so on. Or another method is to learn same subject from different dimensions, that is learn same subject in different schools. So all of you in your school time have had a compass box, and you are quite conversant with the instruments that were in the compass box. Generally, what used to be there would be a scale, a compass that is used to make a circle, 2 or 3 angle makers, and one protractor, and one more thing which is called as the divider. The compass used to have one sharp point and one point to hold a pencil. The use was quite easy for making a circle. What about the divider? How many times did you use the divider to make anything or do anything in geometry rather than digging up the study bench? So now interestingly you will see that you have hardly used the divider, the one that has got 2 sharp points. And what you have been learning so far has been Western mathematics, where the divider has very limited use. Whereas there are 2 instruments in this same box which are pertaining to Indian mathematics or Ganita. Which are those? One is that angle, 90 degrees angle with gradations, and second one is this divider. So now coming back to the circle, because we have been taught in a certain way, whenever we think of circle, we think in terms of 360 degrees, the protractor, and think of dividing the angle so that the circle is divided. That is the inside out approach. Whereas the Rajju Ganit gives another approach, which is outside in approach. A circle can be inscribed in a square of same dimension or same diameter, and in the outside in approach, using the divider, the square or the sides of the square can be divided, and from that point lines can be drawn inside or not necessarily even inside. Lines can be drawn on the square which would also divide the circle the way we want, or they will make points or crosses on the circle which can be connected to each other. The longest one of those would be the diameters, which would again divide the circle. The second method would be to take a rajju or a rope which is equivalent to the length of the circle that we want, length of the perimeter of the circle, and this perimeter we can take such that it is divisible by 7 or 13 or 29, and this we can transfer using the divider, make that rope into a circle, connect those points to the center of the circle, and voila, you got a circle with 7, 13 or 29 or as many divisions as you want. But this will happen only when you leave the highway, or you know how to leave the highway and take a detour. Only when you are able to see the problem from inside out and outside in. And that precisely is the point of learning Western mathematics and also learning Eastern mathematics or Ganita. Namaskar.